So, we got a post from the community manager, Kaivox. Starting with Phase 2 of Season of Discovery, we are going to experiment with a policy change. We will no longer support or allow GDKP or gold bid raids and dungeons in Season of Discovery. We have seen many questions about this policy change, so please read on for our answers and more information. What is GDKP and why is it being restricted in Season of Discovery? GDKP is a loot system some players use that essentially allows all loot to be purchased in a dungeon or raid using gold rather than being rolled for or awarded using other loot system. How this typically works is that an item drops and then is put up for a gold bid amongst the members of the group. Players will submit their bids in gold and the highest bidder wins. After the item is won, gold is traded to the loot master and then that gold is usually divided amongst all the raid members. It's fair to say that GDKP has some benefits to individuals who don't want to be tied to a guild or a set raid schedule. GDKPs are, while mostly transactional in nature, another social activity in the game, and we are hesitant to discourage anything that gets people into groups to play together. However, we have been concerned that GDKP erodes traditional guild and social structures that are in many cases the basis of our most fond memories of early versions of World of Warcraft. It is also undeniable that GDKP contributes to and drives a lot of illicit activity such as real money trading, RMT, and botting, as it creates a demand for in-game gold that would not otherwise exist. GDKP can create an arms race effect that encourages participating players to purchase gold to be able to compete for the best items. We have seen a lot of feedback and requests from players for us to try putting restrictions on the system. And since Season of Discovery is highly experimental in its nature, this seems like a good opportunity to try to support a version of WoW without GDKP. This is something we have been discussing for quite some time, and this is not a decision we have arrived at lightly. Alright, we got some bullet points over here. What exactly constitutes as a gold bid or GDKP raid? We are defining GDKP as any raid or dungeon run where items are awarded in exchange for gold. Please note that we have multiple detection methods for GDKP that are effective both inside and outside of dungeon or raid instances. Yo, they have multiple detection methods for GDKP that happen both inside and outside dungeons or raid instances. They're gonna catch the Discord people. Careful, guys. What are the penalties for engaging in GDKP in Season of Discovery? Account actions up to and including suspension and permanent account closure. And they're whipping out the permaban, bro. Yo! What exactly does this policy... When exactly does this policy go into effect? We will enact this policy alongside the release of Phase 2 of Season of Discovery on February 8th, 2024 at 1 PM PST. So when the phase comes out. Does this policy change affect WoW Classic Era, WoW Classic Hardcore, Wrath of the Lich King Classic, or any other version of World of Warcraft other than Season of Discovery? Why don't you write Dragonflight? Come on, like, give Dragonflight a shout out, dude. Like, what the man? You mentioned Classic Era and Hardcore, so Dragonflight, bro? Like, come on, dude. No, at this time, this policy change will only affect Season of Discovery. So if you're playing Wrath right now, don't panic. You can still do GDKPs. Have there been any changes to policies around what is allowed to be advertised in trade or looking for group chat in Season of Discovery? Okay, yes. To go along with this policy update in Season of Discovery, it is no longer permitted to advertise gold bid / GDKP runs in trade, looking for a group, and any other in-game chat channel. There it is. No GBID, no GDKP, boys. You advertise it in the channel, you can get banned for that. Player feedback is what led us here, and we are still keenly interested to hear your thoughts and feelings on this topic. Ultimately, this is a test, and if it doesn't work out, we will revisit this policy for later. Thank you. Goddamn. Do I dare go in the forums? Oh boy, what's going on the WoW forums right here? Oh, look at this. So normally this number here is like 30 minutes. It's 5 minutes. There's a lot more activity here. GDKP versus guild. Here's how I see GDKPs. No set schedule, I can join group anytime. The amount I care about an item is how much I spend. I always get something for showing up gold. I can funnel my DKP gold to my main character and just take low cost side grades on my characters I don't care about. I can use the gold to level professions, twink an alt, or buy a mount. The cost of organizing the raid is point blank, told to me by the organizers. I can even farm gold outside of raid to buy items with. Guild runs, set schedule, flexibility is not there. Same people each week until they're fully geared, then it's a mixed bag. I can't funnel loot to my main without officer approval, even if I raid on 4 characters. Somewhat, Officer X, Y, and Z are all ended up with 0 competition for their respective epic drop based on group organization. And all the BOEs gotta go to the officers. Sometimes I get 4 items a run, others I leave with nothing. I don't usually have agency over what loot I get, it's a roll, use, or I lose type situation. And to top it off, the devs banned 10 to 15 premates to make PvP fair. If you want fair PvP, go play Rated Arena. If the team wants us to reconsider Kata Classic, Retail, and League, they're doing a good job. This guy is really mad. They can't ban GDKP. Easy route, make an alt, form an alt group, bid with alt outside the raid. 0 gold trade and side raid, issue fixed. Yeah, this is 3 hours ago. So, what this guy said doesn't work, by the way. They will ban you. They have actually, like, pretty much enforced a... Sorry, your credit card got nerfed. Oh shit. The people are so happy about, like, the people that hate gold buyers, dude, they're so happy. And this guy here is defending it, of course. There's gonna be some people like that. Removing the best loot system in the game and offering no consolidation is a losing strategy. Maybe the skeleton of Blizz employees left after the accident simply don't care. But outlawing the best loot system in the game seems outlandishly stupid. Do they actually think removing the best possible loot system from the game will improve players' enjoyment? Forcing players to use outdated and easily exploitable, archaetic loot systems will motivate people to continue. This angle seems more like an opportunity to drive people away from SoD and go back to Rat, Kata, Retail than anything else. They're trying to kill off their most popular game mode. Okay, that's kind of an extreme take. This change will prompt this toxic player base to leave the game. I say good riddance. How will this change get rid of the people that false report other players and ask for idiotic changes to turn SoD into retail? Oh wait, you think GDKP people were the most toxic? Heh. There's only, like, dude, there's toxic people on both sides. I think this ban really shows people their true colors. People are extremely toxic when they don't like something and other people can enjoy it. I think that's a fundamental issue with this game, is there's a lot of people that they like A and they want B to not exist because they like A. It is what it is, and it definitely shows. Now, definitely there's issues with GDKPs, but like, the way people are going about it is like in not the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's... You know, there's people that are actually upset about this because they were legit people that like pugging, and they can't, like, dedicate themselves to a guild, and now they have less ways to raid. In their mind, that's how it works in their mind. It doesn't mean that's true, by the way. I think you're gonna be fine. But in their mind, that's how it works. So they feel screwed because they don't understand, like, there's gonna be more non-GDKPs now that are pugs. So, like, you're gonna be fine pugging until you're level 60. Level 60 is going to be a problem, but until 60, you're going to find many bugs that are not GDKP that you can play with. It's going to be okay. At 60, though, you probably should find a guild, because 40-man pugs are going to be a shit show when they're not, like, organized like GDKPs are. Because there's no incentive for the raid leader that's going to pay his, like, rent and electricity, so he's not going to have 1,000 spreadsheets and insane organization with a 40-man. Just join a guild at that point. But before 60, 10-man raids, you know, it's going to be okay. But I mean, people are happy, people are mad. I think if you ask 100 people about this, maybe 80% are happy / don't care, and then 20% are mad. That would be my guess. The outrage about GDKPs show us they are so detrimental to the game. Title says it all. People have become addicted to GDKPs to the point they feel they're the only way to raid. Oh, I agree completely. I do believe that this is true. People are used to them. It is very hard to raid without GDKPs when you're used to them. I'll give you my my own experience. So in Rat, I've only done GDKPs pretty much. I rarely done soft res and SOS, like maybe 10% of the time. And then SoD, I told myself, for fun, let me try not doing any GDKPs, see if that's possible. There's been many times where I'm like, I should just join a GDKP.
Flame locked, so I cannot play with my friend.
1 sec. And I said, like, I should just join a GDKP. Like, I can't find a non-GDKP. This guy's looking for a feral. The easy thing to do is just to join his raid. It's more convenient. It's more convenient for you to join them than not join them. You're gonna get paid gold. You might be more likely to get invited because you don't have gear and you have gold, or you have really good gear. But it's not like you need them to play the game. I feel like people have this like blindsided view where without GDKPs it is impossible to find a raid. That's just not the case. You just got used to them. It's not that bad. You pay real money now. It's so simple. I mean, people are gonna join carry runs, but most people won't do that. Carry runs are not gonna be as popular. Obviously, you'll see people do that. Like a guild might invite a random dude, and I mean, this shit happens even with GDKPs, so like that's completely new. Anyway, so keeping living flame blocked so I cannot play with my friends and banning GDKP so I get nothing for my time in raid is awesome. Congratulations on getting rid of such a toxic player like me. Listen, man, I think a lot of issues that you guys have is you think raiding is always gonna give you something. Raiding doesn't normally work like that. You're gonna spend time to maybe get an item. Most of the time you're not gonna get loot, but then when you do get loot, it feels special, right? That's how it goes. But obviously when you do GDKPs, it doesn't work like that. You either get gear or you get loot, so you're always rewarded, and that has made you believe that that's the only way to enjoy the game. That is a you problem, not a game issue. You have to realize that for yourself. Now, if you can't deal with the fact that sometimes you don't get anything, then don't fucking play the game. Don't be a fucking pussy and cry about not getting what you want, okay? That is your own brain telling you that, alright? That's how it works. Now, if you don't like that, stop playing the game. But I understand where you're coming from, because I'm also the same. When I was playing Rat, I don't want to join a non-GDKP and not get anything for my time. It's more rewarding, but it's not like this is the only way to play the game. The reality is you can enjoy the game without always getting rewarded. And believe me when I say, when you finally do get something out of the raid, it's gonna feel 10 times more special than paying fucking gold for it. Believe me. That's what I've learned doing these fucking MSOSs. It feels really good when you get loot, because it rarely happens. And it's more special. Now, obviously, it's not a perfect system. I think soft reses are awful sometimes. I think hard resing is awful. It's just like, the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to, like, you know, fix the RMT meta, right? People are gonna still buy gold, but like, it's not gonna be as bad. I don't understand the outcry of banning GDKP. I just read through the 528 replies to the notes for phase 2 when people were complaining about GDKPs. Someone complained he has 6 toons and most guilds only run 2 raids from leaving him in multiple guilds. Okay, so this is a big problem in SoD. Let's talk about this. So one of the biggest problems in SoD right now is everyone and their mom has like 5 alts. Classic WoW is not a game where you have 5 alts. Now, the reason why you have 5 alts is because there's nothing to do in the game, because it's level 25. Understand that when you're level 60 and you're doing like 5 raid, you understand you're not gonna do it on 5 characters, right? So don't worry about this. Like, this is a issue right now. Don't be like, I don't know how I'm gonna farm gold for 6 alts at level 60 without GDKPs. Like, calm down, bro. Don't be like me, okay? Look, don't be like me and have 22 level 80s in Rat, okay? This is not how you play WoW, okay? I do this because I play the game 10 hours a day. So what the fuck am I gonna do with my time, okay? Don't do that, alright? You're like a normal fucking person. But yeah, of course, there's nothing to do in SoD. That's why people have 5 alts. Once you're 50, 60, there's gonna be way more content. You won't have time to keep up with all your characters. It's gonna be really hard, so don't stress about this, man. This is a non-issue later on. You're probably gonna play 3 characters at 60, and that's still a lot, by the way. Like in original classic, I rated on 1 or 2 characters. I couldn't really keep up with more because I had to farm gold to raid because I didn't do GDKPs. Again, people don't understand this, man. How many times I have to repeat myself? The way vanilla is designed is that raiding is part of the game. Raiding is part of classic. It's not classic, it's part of it. You raid and then you need to farm gold and resources to raid again. That's how the game works. You're used to fucking Wrath of the Lich King, where you fucking press login and then you raid and then you log out. This is not how fucking vanilla works. Stop trying to make it work like Wrath. It doesn't work like that at all. Look, I log in and I enter ICC and then I do the raid and then I log out. This is not how it works in classic. It works like this in BFD. I agree with you. In BFD it works like that. But BFD is a Omega casual raid. Look at this shit. Omega casual raid, right? You think I could join an ICC heroic raid right now? Even though I haven't played this game in 2 months. I don't want to do an ICC, by the way. I'm just saying, you think I could join? Actually, fuck, this is Tuesday. Hell no. Don't stress. And again, it's fine if you have like 5 alts right now. Like, what else would you do? Like, I've been playing fucking Palworld. You know what I was doing yesterday? I was so bored. I just played Last Epoch. I bought the game, installed it. I've been trying it out because it's coming out in like a month. I've been just looking at other games. Because, like, I don't want to meta game the game too much. Because I'm bored. If I'm bored, then I just don't play. It's that easy. Even though it's my fucking job to play the game, I still don't want to force myself. Just don't worry too much about this. I completely understand where you guys are coming from, though. Because if you have 5 alts right now, you are definitely concerned with how you're going to sustain those alts moving forward without GDKPs. You probably won't be able to. You probably have to play maybe 3. And then farm gold with the time that you're... Because, like, do I have to go over this again? This is going to look really stupid. So, hear me out and let me explain something to you. So, here we have a chart, okay? There's a negative axis on this. For a reason. Alright, so this is how much gold you can farm every week. This is very accurate, by the way. Okay, so this is how much gold you can farm every week. So basically, imagine you raid on every character, play every character, like X amount of hours a week. This is how much gold you will gain or lose after a week of playing the game. So let's do it Classic WoW. And then this is how many alts you have. Or characters. How many characters you have? Okay. Now, we're gonna leave something out here, which is an extremely important variable, but I don't know how to make a graph with 3 lines. I'm not that smart. It's called time played. So, we're gonna assume... Okay, how many hours is the average... Okay, not the average. How many hours is the average nerd playing? Okay, every week. Not the average player, the average kind of nerd, like some dude that goes on Wowhead, watches Twitch. Okay, like that kind of guy, like you guys. Sorry for calling you a nerd, but you know what I mean. You're watching fucking WoW stream, okay? You're a bit of a nerd, whether you like it or not. Come on, okay? Come on, chat. Like a bit, okay? Let's cap it at like 7, right? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. 30 hours a week. I mean, that's a lot though. Do you think the average? You guys play 30 hours a week? Like, whatever. Let's just go with 30 hours. That's a decent amount, okay? So if you raid on 1 character a week, like 1 character a week, 1 alt, one main, you're gonna have a lot of gold. Okay, this is okay. That's a bit bad. Let's do 1. Okay, so that's how many alts you raid with. Okay, and then gold, we're just gonna pretend like this is 1,000 gold. No, that's too much. I mean, how much gold would a person farm in 30 hours? Let's just put it at 200. Let's cap it at 200 here. It's pretty good. You make 200 gold in a week, like you're doing good. There's people that make more. So it caps at 200, right? So look, you play 1 character. You play the game 30 hours a week. You're probably making around this gold, because what else are you doing? You're just probably farming gold PvP. You're making the most gold possible, because you have the most free time, and you're spending the least gold raiding, because you have 1 character. Now, there's an exemption where you spend all that gold on that character, but you have more time to farm gold. That's the whole point of this chart. Your free time of farming gold is maxed because you play only 1 character. Now we get 2 characters. You have less time to farm gold because you're playing 2 characters. You have to set up your second character, level it, gear it up, do pre-bis, whatever you gotta do, get runes, you get me, right? You have less time. You're doing more raiding on it, so you're gonna have like somewhere like here. Oh my god, that's so bad. But you're still good. With 2 characters right now in BFD, you got plenty of time to farm gold. You're chilling. This is at level 25, okay? Now, what happens if you have 3 characters? Do you still have time to farm gold? Of course. Easily. We're gonna put it a bit more down here. It gets a lot lower because the more you play characters, the less time you have to farm gold, meaning the less gold you make, meaning you gotta factor in the expenses. So like that's why it's gonna be like this. But you're still good. If you play 4 characters, will you have time to farm gold? I think you do. Right now in BFD. Even 30 hours a week. I think you're still positive. You're still making some gold. You're good. Okay, 5 characters. Let's just pretend for the sake of argument this is our breakpoint. So at 5 characters, you are no longer able to find time to farm gold. You're too busy preparing your characters, raiding on them, blah blah blah. Let's just pretend for the sake of it, right? Even though it's probably not the case, even for BFD. So you are at a average. What happens at 6? You lose gold. You had no time to farm gold, and you spent gold to raid on 6 characters, so you lost gold. So the people that are mad right now are the people that are here. Or here. Okay. Look, are you meant to raid WoW on 6 characters every week? Ask yourself this question. Is that how the game should be designed? Probably not. Now, here's what gets worse about this, okay? So this is at level 25. Here's a reality check for you. Let's go if this was level 60. Now at level 60, you would add a 0 here. Does this make sense? So you can farm 2,000 gold in a week easily at level 60. So level 60, basically everything is times 10. For the sake of argument, you can make 10 times more gold and you can lose 10 times more gold for the sake of argument. So if you have 1 character, it's the same. Maybe, yeah, it's the same. Right? It's the same shit. What happens if you have 2 characters at level 60? Is it gonna be right here? No. There's way more time in raiding at level 60. There's way more raids to do. There's way more preparation. You're probably down here. Reality check, guys. Probably lower than that. I would almost argue you're like here. But reality check. You're here. Okay? At 2 characters at 60. And in my opinion, as someone that played vanilla, at 3 you're already here. And I think that's generous. Like the fact that you play 3 characters at 60, you raid on all those characters, you don't do GDKP on all those characters, and you are farming enough gold to break even, I think that's good. Like that's insane. You're raiding on 3 characters, making enough gold on 3 characters to pay for all consumes on 3 characters without GDKP. That's very optimistic, but it's possible at 30 hours a week. 100% is possible. Especially if you know how to farm gold. And then what happens at 4? You have to buy gold. Or do GDKP. Reality check for you. At 60. At 60. It is impossible. You will not be able to raid on 4 characters a week and farm enough gold. I don't know how. Unless consumes are cheap as fuck, which I'm kinda thinking they will be because of SOM changes. This is more based on like vanilla, like 2019 vanilla. I think 2024 SoD will not be this bad. You're probably gonna be able to raid on 4 characters without buying gold or you know, doing something weird. It's probably gonna be more like this, in my opinion, right? Like a bit more like curved like this. But yeah, we'll see. But this is what I don't understand. Is like people are basically digging their own grave and like ruining their own gaming experience by making too many alts. You just cannot do it. Okay? It works right now at 25, but once you're 60, you just can't possibly play 4 or 5 characters, 6 characters without having to buy gold. Unless you don't want consumes, of course. The good news for you is that there's potentially SOM changes, so you're gonna get Black Lotus from Dreamfoil. You're gonna get what's it called? Elemental Fire from Meteor, stuff like that. So that's gonna help, but it's better to like mentally prepare yourself. Like, hey, listen, what are the classes I like the most? These are the 3 classes. Just stick with those. Raid on your alts for now because you can. But yeah, don't build this in your head that you're gonna have 6, 7 characters at 60. Even 5 characters is insane. Like at 30 hours a week, that's very hard to do. The game is never meant to be played like that. Like level 60 classic. Like Rat's different. The consume cost in classic is so extreme, and also TBC. Now, but we're talking at 60 here, right? Yeah, BFD. What's your consume cost in BFD? It's like nothing, right? If you don't use the best ones, yeah, just chrono boon and that's it, right? Yeah, I remember, dude. Like, listen, 2019 classic, I had a mage on NA, and then I made a warrior 7 months later. I was getting rank 14, I had nothing to do except play my character. I had no time to level an alt. And eventually, the most I ever raided on was 2 characters. Raided on my mage and on my warrior. I never managed as a full-time streamer to play 3 characters at level 60. Now I probably would be able to do 4, maybe 5, because I'm like more extreme and I know how to optimize. But that's again playing the game 9 hours a day. Like it's very hard to sustain it. And I think people, the way you need to accept this news as a person that likes GDKPs, you just have to get used to the idea of sparing a few hours a week to farm gold. It's not like all the guilds in the world are bad. There's good guilds out there. Like my guild. Join my guild, guys. Hey, if you're a GDKP refugee, reform this recruiting on Living Flame EU. We are recruiting people that have lost their home. Also, Spurgatory is recruiting, guys. We're some of the best guilds on the server. Let me show you the logs of my guild. We are 7 out of 7 in BFD. If you search us, we are, I think, top 1,000 on the server. Top 2.4 thousand, top 500 guild on the server. We have some insane parsers in this guild. If you want to join, you know what I'm saying? That we're not making much pugs right now because who cares, it's BFD. But we'll make a lot of pugs for Nomer. Yeah, I'm looking for more people that want to be like kind of leaders in the guild, like want to make raids themselves, because it's kind of hard to keep up with it myself since it's 2 guilds. Now, we don't do GDKPs, no. Hunter is top damage, guys. Number 1 in the guild is Hunter. Grand Farter, hey, that's me, Gweg, bro. You know who's the best player in the guild? 99.4. There's one more player in this guild that has a better average parse. And that is, ladies and friends, the one and only, my friend, 99.9. Enhancement Shaman Tech. Look at these healers, bro. What the fuck? Our healers are pumping, man. Yeah, we gotta have a talk with Genti. Yo, what's going on here, bro? Why are you not doing DPS as a healer? You got the fucking epic stuff, motherfucker! Come on, dude! Bro! 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 Yo, what is this guy doing, man? Well, how did he do 0.3 DPS? I wanna see what he did. Okay, he like won the boss once. It's probably like a wand, right? No, he melee attacked it, bro. Yeah, but he's a healer. Like, as long as he's popping the heals. Let's see those healing right there. Top healer. Hey. That's all we can say, alright? It's kind of hard to parse as a healer when you have 2 pump priests. Damn, this was some demon raid. I wasn't in this raid, guys. I don't know what happened here. Holy, but this is way back in December. Early December, mid-December. What was it, right? 1 minute betting kill. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, 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 yeah? This guy's literally wearing a demon band. He's a demon, guys. Now, but seriously, if you're ever like worried about finding a guild, you're welcome to join my guild. All I can tell you is I'm kind of a bad guild master. You know, like I stopped making BFD raids, for example, because I started playing Bellward. So, but like, here's the thing. I just need, look, I need more people in the guild that make raids other than me. Because like, also the problem. The reason why I stopped making raids is people were not participating as much. Like at some point we had 6 raids happening at the same time. 60 people raiding. Then we had 30, then we had 20. Because people just kind of got bored of the phase and BFD. That's why I stopped making raids. Obviously, Nomrigan, I'm expecting more participation. Like ideally in both guilds we have 40 people raiding. So when it's 40-man raids, everything is fine. That's the plan at least. That's my goal. Not 60 is kind of extreme. And I'm trying to get used to guilds. Who the fuck uses Flame Tongue? Flame Tongue. Bruh. Bruh. This is an old log, though. It's an old log. Who do we contact? If you want to join the guild, just whisper any level 25. There's no approval process. We literally take in anyone. Yeah, Yeah, it's like not a gear score requirement or XP. I mean, it's just BFD, right? Like, so you just Whisper level 25 on Spurgatory for Horde, on Living Flame EU, and Reformed for Alliance. Level 25 should be able to Guild Invite. But yeah, right now we're not making raids because it's kind of like whatever. People got kind of on board BFD. But yeah, it's going to be more active in Nomer. We also have guild escorts for them, for both guilds. So Alliance or Horde. I feel like I've yapped enough today, guys. What do you think? Anyways, let's host somebody and I'll see you guys tomorrow, yeah?